Hey Virgo, this is Alicia with Twisted Tarot, here to do your April 2019 Twin Flame Tarot reading. Thank you everyone for all your likes, shares, subscribes, comments, emails. You guys have been amazing. I am getting caught up with the personal readings, so they should all be done this week. If you're waiting on one for me, just know that they are in the works. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, I am an intuitive tarot card reader. So what that means is if you see a traditional tarot card and I say something slightly different, or than how you've heard the traditional tarot, or how other YouTubers learn the tarot, just know that I'm picking up intuitive messages that I do channel through the readings. So there's going to be things that I hear, see, feel, etc. About the card. That may not relate at all to the tarot, to the traditional tarot, or I just learned the tarot different than other readers. So keep that in mind. If I'm not the tarot reader for you, that's okay. There's plenty of awesome tarot readers on YouTube. So I watch about, there's tons, but, I strictly set mine to about 5 so I don't get overwhelmed. It is a general reading, so take what resonates, leave the rest. If it doesn't resonate at all, you can always contact me for a personal reading. The link is in the description box below. It will take you to my Facebook page. If you don't have Facebook, you can just email me directly, or if you just want to email me directly, you can get a hold of me at twistedtarot@gmail.com. Also, check your sun, moon, rising, your moon, your rising, and your Venus signs if your sun sign does not resonate. I know that for February and March, if you're watching my videos or subscribed to my channel, I had said in some of the videos, once I realized what was happening, that your moon sign may resonate better for the months of February and March. So check those out. If your sun sign didn't really resonate with you, I know my moon sign was resonating incredibly with me. So, and I had other tarot subscribers. My subscribers send me emails about that, that theirs did too. So it was awesome. So we finally figured that out. It was a very emotional time during Pisces, so moon rules your emotions, and how you approach relationships as well based on your emotions. So definitely check those out. What else? Oh, if the roles reverse or completely flip, that does happen. I'm pulling in a lot of energy, so they can be fluid. It can be your energy. It could be your twins' energy. This first video is meant to be yours. The second video is your twins, and I break them up into 2 videos because they get kind of long. So I think that's all the announcements here. Let's get right into your reading. I'm going to chime and clear out the energy, and then we'll dive right in. If you're wearing headphones, you might want to take them out. I know I say that in some of the videos. I don't know how loud it can get for the chimes, so. Beautiful. All right, these are astrological. Oh, they just want to come out. These are astrological cards. Spirit helps me take 2. This is for your twins sign you could be dealing with. If your twin sign does not come out, this doesn't mean that this reading can't be for you. It may resonate more if it does, but keep that in mind. But it is general, so. All right, let's see who Virgo's twin is. Oh, Virgo, who's your twin? Hold on to the cards. Virgo, who's your twin? Ah, they all want to fall. Virgo, who is your twin? There's the sign. Ooh, 2 cards. Beautiful. Okay. I'm dealing with a Sagittarius or a Taurus. Okay. Alrighty. Let's see what's going on with y'all. Okay, mutual energy between you and your twin is the 7 of Wands reversed. Okay, so you may be feeling less defensive against your twin. You may be opening up more. You may be, there may be more communication. You could be defending this situation. Normally like this, it's kind of defending against others, opinions, thoughts, feelings. But this is being more open, possibly to the connection, or being... you may have been blocking communication before You may reopen that again, and I see you can do that by meditating with your heart chakra. If some of you are having trouble with communicating with your twin, that would be a area to focus on. We have a big heart here, and that always talks about, and it could be defending your heart and your emotions, and maybe being able to communicate with your twin. If things were previously kind of contentious, it looks like they're possibly starting to the channels are starting to possibly reopen and become possibly more fluid at this point. It doesn't have to be in the 3D, it can be in the 5D as well. So keep that in mind. You could be communicating more in your dreams, astral travel, that type of energy here. But we'll see where it goes and see what more we find. I clarify all the tarot cards at the end, so if we get the full picture, and then I kind of go into more detail that way. So keep that in mind. First card we have is the Littlest Fairy. Aww. All right, is the number 20, which boils down to the number 2. Appreciate the beauty and value of the exquisite and small. Yeah, this card talks about connecting with, excuse me, it could be your inner child. It could be you're a mother and you have children, and trying to remember to get down to their level when we speak to them. So we could be child caregivers, we could be mothers, fathers, etc. But it also talks about downsizing as well, kind of getting rid of things we don't need, and kind of making things a little bit smaller. Excuse me. In our lives here. I think it's my allergies, guys. It could be your throat chakra too, but whew, okay. Sorry. So let me look at the book again, and I'm going to kind of go through that. This is the Wild Wisdom of the Fairy Oracle. I just got this deck. It's very beautiful. I'm just starting to use it, so it has been in some of the readings so far, and this card has been pulled, but it could mean something completely different for you than it did for the last reading. So, okay, modesty, a deliciously small sense of scale, miniatures, natural beauties that may only last a few minutes. Dew on the grass, a rainbow in a crystal, a brief and gentle breeze on a warm summer's day, a reflection on water. A delicious strawberry and a flower in bloom. A light moving on the periphery of your vision, signifying fairy contact. All these things are precious. Today, make an offering and give thanks for a small treasure within your life. So, a gratitude jar, you can start using that. I have one in my home. It's just basically a glass mason jar. I put the lid on, and I put things that I'm grateful for, things I'm trying to manifest, and things that I'm also already have, and things that I act like I have to bring that to me, that law of attraction, that manifestation. And you guys might benefit from that. So it's becoming very thankful for the little things, okay, and giving your appreciation. Keep things small and beautiful. Something needs to be in miniature to be at the right size. Do not criticize something. A gentle tendril of new plant pushing through soil for not being large in size yet. Break down a task into its smaller components and take baby steps. Yeah, if you have children, it may be that this is not a judgment. This is, we're all trying to do the best we can as parents, but they're saying that in order to help them grow, it's not to criticize them for their lack of knowledge or their lack of height or their inability to grasp certain things. They're still growing. And they may not have the ability yet to they're not big yet like us, okay? So again, getting down to a child's size when you speak to them helps them not, because adults are towering, we're big, we're huge, and I've learned this in what they talk about in play therapy. That's a big deal, is getting down to their level. And then they kind of see you as respecting them and seeing them and being at their height and not being so big and tall and overwhelming and scary, and they have more fear of us that way, and they're not really as open until we're really down at their level and we're really seeing things from their perspective. So it's a very beautiful energy here to get into. If you're interested in links to that, you can email me. There are some beautiful ways, if your children are acting up or not acting right for any of you, or you're struggling with how to parent, if you're a single parent, doesn't matter, if you have help, etc. There's a beautiful concept called theraplay, and I just learned about it in my coursework here for my master's, and it is a wonderful concept. You can contact me directly about that, and I will send you links and articles. It is something very simple you can do with your children to help them through process their emotions and trauma, etc. And just even stress and anxiety during the day. They have so much going on, and they're little, and so they're trying to process it all. Think about what we go through in the eyes of our children that see us going through that. They're also processing it as well, and they're so, if we can barely handle it, how can they? So it's a really beautiful way of doing therapy. So if you're interested, let me know. Next card is self-acceptance. Okay, number 9. Yeah. So this is from a new deck as well. It is called the Earth Wisdom. And it has types of information about plants, flowers, and crystals and stones that you can use for helping with these, whatever the cards are talking about for you. So this is to help with self-acceptance. This is the number 9, so it's really working on yourself, of course. 9 is a solitary number. Okay, we have witch hazel. Harmonizes opposites and encourages the acceptance of individuality. I use a toner that has witch hazel, so interesting. The stone that can help with this is called goldstone. It helps with attaining goals and recognizing one's value. Okay, so accepting your individuality, harmonizing the yin and yang, attaining your goals, realizing your value. The journey to self-acceptance can be challenging. Humans are contradictory creatures who seek order. Reconcile your seemingly opposing qualities and find the common root. Overcome society's brainwashing and accept that you are enough. You have value. The trek to achieve self-acceptance is worth it. You are worth it. I accept myself as I am. I recognize my contrary nature and revel in the creative chaos that is my soul. I am enough. Yeah, so that journey to self-acceptance can be very challenging, but these are some things that can help you with it, okay? Accepting who you are, accepting that you have value in this world, okay? And your self-confidence may be low for some of you, or you may be working on this right now. And we have nostalgia, but it's reversed. So for a lot of you, you're not looking back to the past, okay? You may be looking within. You may not be being very nostalgic at this time, so you may be leaving those memories in the past. The past is the past. You can't change it, okay? So it's almost that type of energy here. And now you may be working on internal work so that you can focus on the here and now and the future, okay? Beautiful. And we have the King of Wands. So you may not be nostalgic over the King of Wands, or this could be your energy, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. It is a fire energy, though, so it could be someone external to you. So this is talking about standing in your own power. This is being confident, brave, passionate. They're leaders. So the fire signs are leaders of the zodiac, okay? And we have Sagittarius here. This could be your Sagittarius, okay. So maybe you're not really thinking about the Sagittarius anymore. They're still in your energy, though, so here's this nostalgia. So you may not be very nostalgic over them, or they may not be very nostalgic over you, but we'll keep going and see what's going on with this King of Wands. Ram, a stubborn, aggressive person. Yeah, it could be dealing with an Aries specifically, or they have Aries in their chart, okay? But again, this is just a fire sign, just an energy. So you could be dealing with somebody who's super stubborn and super aggressive, okay? This doesn't always have to be a bad thing. I mean, it depends on how they present themselves. They may be, Aries or fire signs in general, we go after what we want and we get it like 99% of the time. So we are very driven like that, okay? So you may be dealing with somebody who's stubborn and aggressive in a good way because, the Rams, they just go for it. Like we go where other zodiacs fear to tread as an Aries. So, we're proud of who we are. We don't always come out without battle scars and without feeling like an idiot at times because, we're not really always that afraid, or we don't show it. So we're just like, let's just do this, let's party, let's go, whatever. Like we're up for anything. We're up for adventure. So this person is very adventurous, okay? All right, twin flame message. Your intensity frightens and allures me all at the same time. Yes, this person may frighten and allure you all at the same time. So you may be like, ooh, but then you may be like, oh, okay, all right. Like maybe too much, maybe too aggressive, too stubborn. Interesting. Okay. All right. And you may have released something from the past. Okay. It doesn't have to be this King of Wands necessarily, but you may be releasing things from the past. Okay. All right. You may not be very nostalgic over the past. You may be living in the present with this Aries, going on adventures, but their intensity may frighten you Very much so. Next card, Keeper of Secrets. I got this the other day and I posted it on my Instagram and my Facebook. It's a beautiful card here. Look at that. 37. It's a number 9 again. So taking care of yourself again. It says, use your discernment. Confide in a trusted friend. Keep silent about knowledge. Yeah, there's something that they want you to kind of withhold at this time. So just kind of use your discernment when it comes to what you share with other people. Right now, they want you to keep counsel with only maybe 1 or 2 people, maybe 1 at this point, but to keep very silent about something. They really want you to kind of try and discern who you can trust at this time, okay? And make sure that whoever you're confiding in doesn't have ties to where that information is going to get back to someone else, is what I'm hearing here. So for those of you that are watching, that's very relevant. Okay, we have Practical Intuition, number 30. That's beautiful. Wow, I like that card. Boils down to the number 3. Okay. I don't know if I said this before, but this is the Earth Wisdom Oracle. It's brand new too. I love it so far. And I love sharing it with you guys. Okay, so Vinca grows close to the ground, a humble and grounded plant. It promotes the practical use of spiritual abilities and helps open the third eye. So you may want to get some of this. I'm not sure how you work with plants specifically, or herbology. That's not really my specialty, so look that up, okay? Or I don't know enough to give you guidance on that. Okay, now stones and crystals and things like that, sure. And oils and whatnot and other magical tools, but that's not quite my area, so I would look that up for some of you. Okay, we have lapis lazuli, supports intuition and spiritual sight. Okay, so yeah, you need to work on your intuition right now, and your visions that you're seeing are going to start being more clear. Okay, and your third eye, work on your third eye chakra, guys. Developing spiritual abilities is not the end of the journey. Just as the spring equinox heralds new life and new beginnings, knowledge is the start of a deeper path. Through application of spiritual skills to creating blessings in this world, we connect more deeply with spirit and gain wisdom. Yeah, so this is just the start of a deeper path. So you're going to apply these spiritual skills and create blessings for yourself in the physical world, okay, and the spiritual world, okay? So it says, I use my knowledge and understanding to solve practical problems. Through my wisdom, I help increase beauty in the world and help support the beneficial flow of energy. Yeah, that's very beautiful. Your intuition is going to start flowing. If you're feeling blocked, work on that third eye, work on your heart chakra as well. Those are two zones that they're telling me specifically that need assistance, okay? And we have inner child, and it's reversed. Okay. So there may be a memory here. I'm trying to figure out how they want me to interpret this. So there may be a memory here within your inner child that you may not want to face, okay? So there may be something specific for some of you, not all of you, but you're not trying to look within. You're not trying to see possibly into this, into your inner child issues or address these. Some of you have gone within and you're doing the work, okay, on this inner child, okay? And you're not very nostalgic over the past, but you may not in a nostalgic way, but in a way of not looking back fondly, but looking back on it and going, that could have been better. That could have been different. Why did that happen to me? And how did I deal with this? Like, how did I recover? Did I recover? Did I work through this trauma? Did I work through what happened to me as a child? So for some of you, you're doing that work, okay? You're not looking back fondly on the past. Nostalgia is when you're going over past memories, good and bad. But this is almost like not wanting to see something, or you're not looking on these memories as being very, very happy, okay? For some of you, it may be something to do with your children too, that they may need some assistance as well at this time. Okay, and then we have the 9 of Cups reversed. Okay, so it could be that you're feeling like your wishes are unfulfilled at this time, or that that you just need that 10th cup to get to that 10 of cups. Okay, so it could be with this King of Wands, and you could be trying to manifest this 10 of cups with them, and maybe you're only at 9, or you got to 9 and then something happened, so you were feeling like you had it all together with this person. They may be from your past as well for some of you. I don't know why I'm picking that up, even though the nostalgia card here, this just tells me past. But I'm feeling like these cups have kind of spilled, and normally, you go from the 9 to the 10, so it's almost like overly emotional about something that happened to you when you were a child. I feel like for some of you, there's something that if you go within, you're going to figure out some secrets. I don't know why these cups just tell me there's some secrets about, something that pertains to when you were a young child, okay, or a teenager, or in your 20s, and below is what I feel like here. So it's definitely something that needs to be addressed. And you may be feeling very emotional right now. You may be very sad right now for some of you with this 9 of Cups reversed. Interesting. Okay, key, successful outcome to your problems. Okay, so you may have felt like, your emotions were all over the place, maybe feeling super emotional, maybe feeling emotionally out of control. But it looks like there will be a successful outcome to your problems. Okay, so this 9 of Cups that you were probably, like this before, there's something that's just emotionally draining you. I feel like emotionally draining you. But even so, you'll receive a successful outcome to your problem. So, you're still looking for that 10th cup for some of you. Try not to lose hope. This is kind of losing hope. This is almost like the Star card reversed to me, is how I see that. All right, twin flame message. I got spooked. Okay, so your person may have the intensity of the connection and the allure and the aggression and the stubbornness possibly, and maybe how incredible this connection was. They may have gotten spooked and they may have been like, bye. Ghosted for some of you. All right, next card we have is the Green Man's Bride, but it is reversed, so that's reversed. This is upright. Very beautiful card here. It's the number 38, and it boils down to the number 11. Sacred union, commitment ceremony, maturing into deep relationship. Okay, so this is, but this is reversed, so let's see what's blocking y'all from this. All right. Not acknowledging this necessity of honoring relationships and balance of masculine and feminine. A denial that ceremony is of any importance. Finding meaningless commitment. A lack of trust and belief in the potential of relationships. Unwilling to be involved in true partnership. Lacking devotion. Believing love is lust and physical and short-lived only, or that romantic committed love is a fairy tale. But it is not unrealistic at all. It is our true nature, and we engage with ourselves most deeply when we love another in a committed, strong, free, and blessed way. Short-lived, transient relationships, guilt around sexual union, fear of the self disappearing if committed to another. So you may have some real severe anxiety when it comes to commitment, okay, for a lot of you. It surrounds the way that possibly your parents were, either they got divorced or the way that they were committed. Maybe they had a shitty marriage. And in the past, you see that may not have worked out, with this 9 of Cups here under this inner child, that it may have not worked out for some of you. So maybe you're sabotaging this. Maybe that's why it's like, I got spooked, or your intensity frightens me. It's like excuses here to not acknowledge what the divine is giving you, and maybe flitting from uncommitted one-night stands or small little bits of relationships that don't go anywhere because of something that happened, or the way that you were programmed by your parents, as in like, oh my God, true love doesn't exist. It's a bunch of bull. It's only love. It's never going to stay. It may be the way you feel, the way you've been programmed to feel, like your intuition. Your intuition is going to tell you something about the way that you possibly view commitment. For some of you, okay, it's not for all of you, okay. And maybe also that you are committed to somebody, but you don't place a lot of weight in like a wedding, like having a big wedding, or having like exchanging rings or things like that, or like the typical, like almost scoffing at like what society uses for their traditions. Okay, so it may be that you're very untraditional when it comes to being committed to somebody, or you're lacking some type of devotion, or the way that you were programmed by your relationships in the past or your parents was to feel like this is unattainable, that true love is unattainable, that it's a big myth. Okay, next card is Heal Thyself. Yeah, number 24. Okay, number 6. I'm just calling out the numbers for you guys, so they're angel numbers. You guys might want to look them up. We don't have that many repeating numbers right now. 8, 9, 10. They're kind of all over the place. But if one stands out to you, you can look that up, and see where you stand with that number, what that means to you. All right. Aconite provides protection as fears are faced and when working with the dark goddess. Maybe this flower here, this purple flower, aconite, I would look it up. It's ACONITE. So it will help when you're facing your deepest fears. I feel like this needs to be healed, okay? There's something that needs to be healed here, especially from your past. There's also peridot is traditionally used by healers to maintain their own health. So if you've been feeling under the weather, that's something that you can acquire. It's just a stone. I'm not sure I have one. Some illnesses are only physical. Others have deeper roots. In order to move toward better health, you must enlist the help of the dark goddess and enter your heart, confronting your deepest fears. Find the poison that is hurting you and remove it so that healing can occur. Yeah, it could be somebody else's ideas about love that have been ingrained in you, or yours. If things have failed over and over and over again, and you're kind of you could be worried about your partnership right now. If you're in another commitment, you could be worried about, your twin, maybe fearing union for some of you. But it's in order to kind of remove that poison, it's that whole idea of looking within, doing that heart chakra meditation, and removing that blockage, okay? Think of it literally as like this dark ass, I see it like a kind of like smoky energy that just, you just go in there and you just push it out with that light, okay? And you just get it out, okay? Get it out, transmute it, release it up into the divine for them to take care of it, and for it to go outside of your body, okay? All right, we have received. Okay. So the message is received now. Let's see what about. Okay, so this is resting. Okay, so for a lot of you, you're overdoing it. You're burnt out. Okay, this is the 4 of Swords reversed. You need to take better care of yourself. Okay, so healing yourself. So this is either receiving a message from your twin. They may be telling you, hey, I can feel your energy and it's low, or you really are stressed and burnt out with this situation. And something emotionally draining you here, okay, with this 9 of Cups reversed. You're getting the message. You got it. Maybe they sent you a message, or maybe you sent a message to them. But now you've received a message through me as well. So messages received, and it may be that you send a message to your twin or who you're involved with, and you say, here's my fears about commitment here, exploring them with and being open and honest about the situation, about how you're feeling. Bag, something important such as a new job or raise. That may be the message that you receive as well. You may get a new job or a raise in your current position. It's that receive type of energy here, okay? And it could be that you have been working the midnight hour, you have been burning the candle at both ends just in order to get this raise, okay? But something is important to you. So you either been working towards a new job, and you just now received a message that you're going to get that new job. Okay, for some of you, that's beautiful. Or a raise, some money. If you asked for one, the message was received. Now you were waiting for it, and now it's ready. Okay. This is also futuristic type of energy here. So remember, my readings can be for past, present, or future. Okay. All right. So twin flame message, please don't take what happened personally. It's not you, it's me. Well, yeah, we clearly see that over here. We see that there's a lot of fears going on within and a lot of inner child work and healing that has to take place in order for you're saying like it's me. So a lot of you know it's you, okay? A lot of you know that it's, I mean, I'm not saying that we don't have work on both sides, but you've acknowledged that you have a lot of work to do on yourself, okay? Interesting. All right, let's do some clarifying here. We've got the Seven of Wands reversed. Let's see what's going on here. Seven of Wands reversed. Ten of Swords reversed. Okay. So yeah, you have the stress that has taken place before is now released. I felt that earlier. Like I felt like somebody has now reopened the communication between the two of you. Could just be in the 5D. It doesn't have to be in the 3D, but it's almost like you're now doing the work. You're now healing yourself. Okay. The message is now received. Okay. You may have been feeling defensive before and having to defend yourself. And now you're like, I don't give a flying shit what anybody thinks. Like, I'm going to heal me. I'm going to do me. These Ten of Swords is releasing all of that energy out of yourself, all of the pain, all of the hurt, all of the sadness. Okay. All of the betrayal. Okay. That's beautiful. So you're going to be doing inner work. Okay. This is inner work as well. Okay. And, you may be receiving messages from your twin at this, they could be telepathic. They don't have to be actual physical text messages, but maybe you had to do some healing on yourself first before actually responding to them, okay? All right, we have the King of Wands here. All right, let's see what's going on with the King of Wands. All right, King of Wands, what you doing here? What's your energy like? Five of Wands reversed. Okay, so yeah, I feel like they don't want to fight anymore. They don't want to be defensive. They don't want conflict anymore, okay? They don't want inner conflict. They don't want outer conflict, whatever. They want to stay away from it, as far away from it as possible, okay? So that may be just them saying like, look, I surrender. All right? Maybe wave that white flag. Sorry, it's my dog. All right, why do we have the Nine of Cups here? Why is the Nine of Cups reversed? Nine of Cups reversed. Maybe in the past they were being very stubborn and very aggressive, but it looks like they've changed their ways a little bit, so it feels better. Okay, Temperance almost fell out, which is definitely a lack of balance, okay? That's needing to heal, all right? Or, not healing, okay? Something's not healed from your inner child. But there will be a successful outcome to your problems with that. Okay, so now you know. All right, so Nine of Cups reversed. It could have been you were in poverty when you were a child as well. And it really took a toll on your emotional health and physical health, possibly. Okay, and they want you to heal those issues. Forgiveness is big here. Forgiveness. I don't know why I'm getting that, but I get forgiveness. Now, I'm not saying what people did is right. I'm never going to say that on my channel. Obviously, we all fuck up. We all do shitty stuff to each other, okay? We're not perfect. Nobody is. All right? Only people who think they're perfect are narcissists. And they're usually, people can't stand them. They eventually they end up alone and sad with their lives. Because nobody wants to deal with that. Okay, yeah, Temperance, again, reversed on the top. I'm just going to take the top card again because they threw the whole pile and left this on the top just almost like it jumped before. So they want it to come out. All right, Temperance reversed. Okay, so this is, again, like I just said, it is needing to heal some emotional wounds, okay? Healing from inner child issues, okay? Some things that happened could be with your mother, father, could be whoever took care of you, possibly. So this is really taking the time to go within, all right, and balancing out your life, all right? And I'm feeling like emotionally out of balance, okay, with this Temperance reverse. Again, another card of Sagittarius, okay? And they may be emotionally unbalanced as well, so they could be causing that with, you mirror each other, We're mirrors of our twin. So if they're mirroring that to you, that's something you're going to need to work on as well. It may not even be your shit, but you still, you know, my twin yesterday, we were sending messages back and forth, and he said that he had strep throat, or he felt like he was getting strep throat. And I immediately knew I had to work on myself in order to help him. So I started the meditations, I sent them to him, and I started to send him light and assistance, and we talked about it, and we have the same health, like he experiences my health issues, and I pick up on his. So it's very important to take care of yourselves, okay, because this is such a deep connection that you are going to empathically pick up on a lot of their stuff, thinking it's your stuff, and really it is, because you're one soul, so you still have to work on it, okay? It does suck. Like, it's like, no, that's not my shit. Well, it is your shit, okay? It is your responsibility. They are your responsibility. You are given a divine purpose. You set this before you came down here, so yes, it is your responsibility. Now, if you don't take care of it, you have free will to do that, okay? All right, let's move on. Four of Swords reversed. All right, Four of Swords reversed. All right, Virgo. So many. Oh, yeah. I'm going to take the only one that flipped over. It was the Ten of Cups. Now, it's sideways, so it's telling me that this could go either way, okay, because they want you to get that rest. You could be burnt out at work, but that Ten of Cups is what you're working towards. You're working towards that emotional fulfillment, okay, and what that is going to entail is taking some time to heal, okay, taking some time to rest. Certain teas that can help. I don't know why, but I'm almost getting a migraine right now. Like you guys, some of you may have a really bad headache. I'm feeling a lot of pressure there. Whew. Okay. So stress headaches maybe, migraines for some of you. They want you to slow down. Okay, slow down. Take a sick day. I know that's not Virgo's energy. Okay, Virgos, you will work yourself to death. I gotcha. I feel ya. But it's time to stop, okay? And your twin may be picking up on that as well, okay? All right, but your Ten of Cups, you're working towards that, okay? You're working towards that, but in order to have that harmony, that emotional fulfillment, that top dog, right? You've got to take care of yourself, okay? They want you to, okay? It's very important. All right, let's see what your fortune is. Oh, how pretty, you guys. You have dragonfly. That's beautiful. All right. Have confidence during this time of great joy, renewal, and connection to spirit. Yeah, so you're going to be feeling that joy, renewal, and connection to spirit once you can tap into your own energy and heal some of the things that we talked about here, and getting some emotional balance here. Working on that, even though it may be your twins, it may be their stuff, but if you can work on that too, you'll help balance that out, okay? All right, and you are recovering beautifully. I feel like, Ten of Cups, guys, Ten of Cups, look at that. That's magical. It may be sideways because it's up to you, is what they're saying. It's not going to come upright or reverse, because they are not going to give you this Ten of Cups until you take care of yourself, okay? All right? Okay. Interesting. And you can't be emotionally fulfilled if you're freaking exhausted, all right? Okay, guys, I'm going to go ahead and do your twin side of the reading. Thank you so much for joining me for your general reading this month. And if I don't see you over there, I will see you for your May videos. Take care.